So I've just got my hands on the brand new Xellence truly wireless active noise cancelling earphones from Kygo. Stay tuned to find out whether they're worth a spot in your tech collection. Hello again guys, welcome back to Tech It Easy. So today we're going to be taking a look at some more truly wireless earphones. This time they're the brand new Kygo Xellence. Just before we jump into the review, if you do enjoy the video, please do leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. As usual, we're going to kick things off with a quick unboxing. So these are the Xellence truly wireless noise cancelling earphones from Kygo. These are the white version, but you can get them in black if you so desire. The first thing that stood out to me was the branding. It has a sort of minimal modern vibe about it, and that's what really attracted me to the earphones. While we're doing the rest of the unboxing, I'll talk about a few of the features. One of the important ones is it's actually IPX5 water resistant, meaning they can be put under a low pressure water jet for between 5 to 10 minutes. I wouldn't recommend trying it though, but that being said, it does mean you'll be okay when you're in a gym or if you get caught out in the rain. Possibly the most important spec from these earphones is the battery life. Now, these have got a huge 10 to 20 hours of battery life. So that's 10 from the earphones, then 20 from the carry case. However, that is with the noise cancelling turned off and the LEDs. Those little X's do light up, which I'll show you later. So essentially, if you turn everything off, you could get 10 hours from these and then another 20 from the charging case. And if you did need more and you're in a rush, you only need to plug the charging case in for around 15 minutes to get 2 hours of charge into the case, which is pretty good. To do this, you use a USB charger, so there's no wireless charging on these, but for me that's not too much of a problem. Last few specs worth mentioning, it has a driver size of 10mm and a frequency response of 20 to 20,000 Hz. Now, the earphones do feature a microphone, so you can make and receive calls, and you can also make use of the Google Assistant. Okay, so this is a microphone test for the Kygo Xellence truly wireless earphones. As you can tell, it is picking up a lot of background noise. That whirring noise is actually my PC fan, which in reality is actually really quiet. It's also picking up a bit of echo, but I have to say the way it's picking up the voice is actually really good. I sound really clear, not really any complaints there. They're pretty good for such a small device. Now, the surface of the earphones is touch sensitive, so you can just tap on the right earbud to turn the volume up and tap on the left earbud to turn the volume down. I actually like this more than the Sony earphones I reviewed recently. I feel like it's a better fit for the buttons rather than pausing it, because these also have proximity sensors that you can see on the back there. So when you pull them out your ears, it'll automatically pause the music for you. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, the Kygo Xellence truly wireless earphones do feature active noise cancelling. Now, whilst it works, it's not quite as good as the Sony WF-1000XM3s I reviewed earlier in the month. It does still give you an immersive experience, but it's not quite as good as the Sony earphones. It does struggle a bit more in busier environments if the volume's not right up. That being said though, they're not terrible and they're still good. Similar to the Sony earphones, you can turn the active noise cancelling on or off in the app, and there's also an ambient mode to let in more sound from outside. So if you're crossing the road, you might want to put the ambient mode on just so you can hear your surroundings better. However, the app doesn't feel quite as advanced again as the Sony earphones, and I don't think you've got as much control there. Also in the app is the bass boost feature, which you can just turn on or off, as well as an LED light feature which lights up the X's on the surface of the earbuds, and then also the proximity sensor, you can also turn that on or off. And possibly my favourite feature is the Mimi sound profile. I hope I pronounced that right. I thought this was pretty cool. It does a little sound test for you and tailors the earbuds to your hearing. I was quite impressed with this feature, but I have to say I didn't notice too much of a difference. I did find the whole process quite cool. Next, I want to talk about the sound quality, which is arguably the most important part of the earphones. First of all, the sound isolation, even before the active noise cancelling is on, is actually pretty good. Again, not quite as good as the Sony earphones, but it still does offer a really immersive experience. The actual sound quality is really rich. You get some really nice bass in there, even without the bass boost feature on. I'm really happy with the sound quality, and it is comparable to the Sony earphones. However, I want to skip back to that bass boost feature. When that's enabled at the higher volumes, I get this distortion from the bass. Now, I know this is common on speakers, headphones and earphones, earphones, but it's not something I saw on my older Bose earphones, or indeed my Sony earphones. Now I have to admit the bass, like I said, does sound a little bit deeper and richer, so it could be because of that, but it is something that does concern me because although I'm using them at high volumes, it's not at max volume, so I think it's going to be a volume that a lot of people are going to be sitting comfortably at, and a lot of people are going to have an issue with it. Now this could be something that's unique to my earphones, so I will contact Kygo about that and ask them, and I'll put down the answer in the comment section. That being said, as well as the bass boost feature causing issues, I have also noticed some crackling or noise in the background when I've been listening to music without the bass boost feature, and sometimes not even at high volumes. So there's a few different things that might be causing this. Again, there could be a defect with my actual earphones, something happening in shipping, or it's something that's going to stem across the whole range, or perhaps even, and I'm doubtful this is the case, I'm picking up imperfections from the actual tracks. It's hard to tell what it is at this point, but it's not a huge issue. You really have to be listening out, and obviously because I'm doing a review, I've been really trying to pick up on every little detail. Just something I noticed, and I'm just going to leave that with you. If you do own a pair, I would like to know if you've noticed similar things. A common complaint about the Sony earphones is that they're not loud enough, so I thought I'd touch on this here. I actually feel that these earphones are actually a bit louder than the Sony earphones. I couldn't actually turn them all the way up without feeling uncomfortable, so I couldn't keep them at max volume for too long. So this to me indicates that they're going to be loud enough for most people. So with all that in mind, let's take a look at the price. So they're going for about £170 at the moment, but if you subscribe to the Kygo newsletter, you get 15% off, bringing it down to around £150 including shipping. So what would make me recommend these to you over the Sony earphones? Well, the Sony earphones are still, in my opinion, superior in the active noise cancelling and indeed possibly even the sound quality. But with the Sony earphones, you're very restricted. They are not for going to the gym. You shouldn't really be getting caught in the rain in them because they have no waterproofing whatsoever. So really, if you want a good all-rounder, then yeah, I'd say go and get the Kygo Xellence earphones. If you're going to be using them just for at work or your commute, then I'd probably stick with the Sony earphones. So those were the Kygo Xellence wireless earphones. The overall design was really good, they look really good. As I mentioned, there are some good features, like I really do like the battery life, and I like the personalized sound option that you have in the application. And also that water resistance is something that they have over the Sony earphones I was talking about. So perhaps if you're going to be frequently running or going to the gym, perhaps these could be a good option for you. If you need something with a longer battery life, again, yes, these could be a really good choice for you. But I would recommend you wait until I've checked back with Kygo Live about the buzzing / rattling noise I've heard. Let me know your comments down in the video, what you think of the earphones. If you've bought a pair, I'd love to hear your opinions too. Also, again, if you are new here, please do subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.